What is good, you guys? What's up, y'all? What is new? What is new, y'all? I tell y'all ask these questions, and one thing I'm going to do is answer them to the best of my ability. You guys, I may not have all the answers to everything. I haven't gone through every single thing when it's concerning a narcissist, but I've dealt with enough, from romantic to family relationships, to know that they're just toxic and narcissists. So the question I was asked about, why do narcissists even get into relationships? Why do they even have relationships when they know they're not capable of being in a relationship? And I think that I've answered this question, time and time again, but in different ways. And like I said, I have some new people here. So listen, we could talk about this thing as much as possible, y'all. And until we're blue in the face. One thing that we have to understand is, again, everybody is in different stages, so some things are going to be repetitive. Some things are going to seem like we're just going in circles when we discuss certain matters. But listen, I'm here to answer your questions, and this is what we do. This is what we do. We talk about this thing because narcissistic abuse is not going anywhere, y'all. It just isn't going anywhere, and it's here. And we're going to educate and talk about it until we can't. And this is just what it is. And so I was asked, why do narcissists have relationships? And they know that they aren't capable of being in a relationship. I don't care if it's a romantic relationship, it's a friendship. Narcissists try to have relationships with people around them, no matter how it is. Because you see, either they use you up close and personal, right? As far as romantic relationships, for sexual reasons, for beneficial reasons, anything that concerns giving them supply and whatever they can use you for, right? To give them status, right? But then we have those who use their so-called friends. They want flying monkeys. They want people that they can abuse. Narcissists have to have people to dump on at all times. They have to have somebody to abuse at all times. And it doesn't matter what their relationship is. If you're dealing with a narcissist and think that they are your friend, they're not. They're not. If you're dealing with a narcissist and believing that you are in a monogamous relationship with a narcissist, you're not. It's not real. They don't do anything real, y'all. Narcissists live in a false reality. They create the reality. They create their own reality that they want to live in, and they expect you to live there too. Who has time for that? Who has time to walk around living a damn lie? Make that make sense. Y'all, narcissists have relationships for different reasons than you and I do. They target someone who has assets, that they want to benefit from. They figure out what would motivate the person to fall for them, right? And then they create the necessary appearance they think that you want to see. So let's just say you have assets. You could have material assets. Perhaps you own a home, or their credit history is all screwed up and yours is not. Their credit history is too poor and they can never qualify to get a house or pay mortgage or get a car. They want to use you for that. Maybe you have social status, and they burned a lot of bridges with people, but you have a close-knit family, a strong circle of friends, a good standing in a large community of people. The narcissists may hope to reinvent themselves among your networks and find new people to exploit them. I'm just saying. Maybe the narcissist has lost custody of their own kids, and their kids don't speak to them anymore, or they don't talk to their children at all. And the narcissist wants to reinvent themselves as the cool, right? The good step-parent to your children. Or at least convince you that they were sympathetic, and they were the victim in all their troubles. Y'all, this is what they do. Or maybe you're just simply rich and you got a lot of money and you've got it all. Or you're beautiful and you're just arm candy, eye candy, you know what I'm saying? Or you could just be good in bed. They'll accept that. You got to understand, they don't get into relationships with people for the same reasons that we want to, y'all. You see, almost as soon as a narcissist hooks you in there with their charm, they will start to periodically make you feel like they've lost all interest in you, or that you've disappointed or disgusted them in some way, shape, or form, or they'll just suddenly seem cold. It's a test, y'all. Will you end things the first time they do this to you? Or are you susceptible to them training you to feel insecure about their commitment to you and to feel responsible for trying to rekindle their interests? This is what they want. These are the kind of people that are useful to a narcissist. They're also always testing you when they can gradually stop the charm or their attention or whatever it is you want them to be or act like or whatever it is they think that you want to see. And you got to watch it because they'll start relaxing into their true personality. If you sit around and pay attention, they'll start getting off into their true personality. Once they think that they've given you what you want to see, they're going to let you down. They'll start getting off into their true personality. This is how a lot of people figure out who the narcissist really is. Because people sit around and they pay attention. And it's crazy, but this is how it works out. They want to see what would you do if you notice their true personality without you cutting and running. How much poor treatment will you tolerate and will you stay? But you see, it's not about wanting or not wanting to be with you. For you, it's about love, right? You want to be with your partner because you love them. So you do your best to behave lovingly. And if you stop loving them, you try to figure out an exit strategy. You probably don't pretend excessively about your feelings at all. You see, for the narcissist, it's transactional. They want to be with you as long as you're useful. Yeah. And for that intense infatuation period in the very beginning, they want to be with you because winning is what they want. You excited them so much. They weren't excited about you. They were excited about, your attraction to them. See, your attraction to them affirmed how crazy and desirable, they need to be around you. Then this is how they need to believe that they are. And they want you to believe it too. Because narcissists know they're not shit, y'all. They know this. They know that they're not shit. Yes, I said it because they know that they're not. Like I told you, the key to a narcissist, right, is keeping you from figuring out they're not shit. It's crazy, y'all. They're only excited in that beginning, in that love bombing phase, y'all. If they can convince, listen, y'all. If they can convince, I'm trying to talk to you because, y'all, this is crazy, right? But they do their best to convince you that there are all these things that they know for a fact they're not. I know. Listen, I already know it sounds crazy. Y'all, this is crazy. They work overtime to get you to believe something that they know for a fact that they're not. But you see, they want to keep benefiting from whatever assets you offer them. And they understood that they needed to make you feel a certain way for you to keep providing these things to them. Y'all, you have to understand and believe you deserve more. Dealing with a person who suffers from narcissistic personality disorder is not easy. Narcissistic relationships can start off seemingly loving and caring, but eventually reveal their abusive nature through emotional, blackmail, insults, accusations, sabotage, and all these other harmful behaviors. And when the abuse comes from a romantic partner, a family member, a friend, a coworker, it could be your boss. The impact on your emotional and mental and physical well-being can be significant. I'm trying to talk to y'all. When you are in a narcissistic relationship, y'all, the abuse is particularly hard to notice. And abusers, they often use gaslighting to undermine your self-confidence and make you doubt yourself and your own sanity. And, for these reasons alone, in my opinion, I find it's vital that you look after yourself when you're going through your healing. Explore self-care practices that resonate with you, because you have no idea the impact, y'all, that this can leave you with. I'm telling y'all, it's necessary for your well-being to catch on to this behavior, pay attention to it, and take care of yourself. These are people you got to stay away from, y'all. Some of y'all got to leave jobs, move away. I'm talking relocate totally away from these individuals. Change phone numbers, block on everything. Y'all got to stop peeking. Stop peeking, stop looking, stop trying to find answers. Once you know, y'all know what my words is, you go. You don't hang around looking for closure or trying to get answers. When you realize you're dealing with a narcissist, y'all, there aren't any answers. Get the hell out of there. There aren't any answers. It's a circle of bullshit. It's what it is. I'm trying to talk to y'all. It's sad how many people stick around thinking you can fix this dummy. Or these dummies. Y'all, it's sad. It is. I don't understand how people just figure this out and are still like, but there's got to be. No, there's nothing. There's nothing. And they get in to answer the question, to go back to the beginning, to answer the question that I was asked. They get into relationships with people because they're always looking for something to gain from this individual. It doesn't matter what it is. Y'all, they'll go to the bottom of the barrel just to get something that they want. And a lot of times narcissists run into other narcissists, y'all. Lots of the times. They actually do. Oh, it's crazy. Y'all gotta be, when you're supplying them with something that they need, you're always doing it. You're always just a placeholder until they find new supply. And then they want to be left alone, right? But don't want to be alone. They want to be left alone by you. It's crazy. They cannot have normal relationships where you discuss your feelings, your plans, and your future. They love being the overseer of these things and discussing all these future faked out plans that they have. That's never going to come into fruition. Never going to happen. That's why it's always good to just have no contact with narcissists. I believe, y'all, I'm going to just add this and I'm going to leave it at that. Narcissists have a hole in their soul. They are constantly in search of someone who can fill that hole. The problem is no one can. And the new wears off quickly for them. They jump into relationships with all the trappings of love. They convince the victim that they are everything that they ever dreamed of. But you see, check this out, y'all. Unfortunately, the narcissist dreams of someone who will worship, adore, and never contradict them. And they put the new supply on a very narrow pedestal, and it is impossible to stay on it for long. In a very short order, the narcissist realizes, this individual isn't going to meet their impossible standards. And that's because nobody can. What the narcissist wants does not exist. Period. And they get into relationships with people. They form these fake relationships with people, right? Because they're looking for something to gain. They're always looking for a supply because they can't be alone. Now, they want to be away from you when they've used you up and done you everything they can do you. But they want to press onto the new supply and they want you to leave them alone. Yeah. I'm trying to make it make sense for y'all, even when it doesn't. It was never really about you. It's always about them. In reality, narcissists lack the social, emotional skills, that's necessary to form, genuine, mature bonds with other people. They are underdeveloped in many, many different ways. And believe it or not, you guys, there are some of them who are entirely aware that they are damaged. And they will continue to run from this truth. You guys, that's it for this video. Okay? I hope I helped somebody. I really hope I helped somebody. Take a time out to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your bell so you will know when I'm coming through with another video. Until next time.